Good morning, everyone. My name is Edmar M. Pagarigan, a faculty of the University of Northern Philippines, and I am your reporter for today. Did you know that countries are classified by economic development? The United Nations groups these countries as developed or developing. The order of a nation does rely on different variables. Now, let us see some of these variables that separate a developed country from a developing one. In terms of its economy, a developed country depends on industrial sector, whereas in developing countries, mostly of their economy depends on agriculture sector, and they are still moving toward industrialization. Citizens in a developed country are well off and rich, while there is only a low proportion of rich citizens in developing countries. There is no such issue of unemployment in a developed country. They provide many employment opportunities to the citizens. The issue of unemployment is present in a developing country, and it affects their economy very badly. The government in developed countries are stable, and they make effective and reliable policies for better economic development. Developing countries, on the other hand, have unstable governments and mostly try to follow the policies made by developed countries. There is a high level of income as per citizen living in developed country, so that they have high GDP and GNP. Developing countries have low level of income as per citizen, living in country with unequal distribution of income as that have low GDP and GNP. The growth rate in education sector is very high in developed countries, and they have best education systems, whereas the growth rate of developing countries in education sector is low as compared to developed countries. In this century, education is important for all walks of life. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can change the world." So how does developed countries improve their quality of education? In this video, let us see the top 10 best education systems in the world and what other countries like the Philippines can learn from them. These countries have developed unique world-class education systems that have driven innovation and economic growth. This ranking is according to the Global Competitiveness Report by the World Economic Forum. The rank looks at the general level of skills of the workforce and the quantity and the quality. So, which countries are the top 10, you ask? Let's find out. New Zealand. New Zealand is the 10th country with the best education system in the world, with 83.2 points. It ranks 5th position in critical thinking and teaching. The country is also ranked number 1 in the world by the Economist Intelligence Unit for providing future skills education for its youth. The education system encourages students to ask questions and think critically. Teaching styles offers practical and hands-on learning. The quality of teaching and the underlying culture focused on children's learning are key factor in its successful education system. Iceland. Iceland sits as the 9th country with the best education system in the world with 83.2 points, slightly ahead of New Zealand. The country ranks 4th position in school life expectancy. In a 2016 study, Iceland was ranked the 3rd most literate nation in the world, trailing behind Finland and Norway. According to the nation's website, Iceland has a fundamental principle of the Icelandic educational system, is that everyone should have equal opportunities to acquire an education, irrespective of sex, economic status, residential location, religion, possible handicap, and cultural or social background. with a literacy rate of 99% and an unemployment rate around 2.7%. Perhaps the rest of the world can learn from the system of education in Iceland. Norway. Norway offers the 8th best education system in the world with 83.9 points. The country is ranked 5th in position on ease of finding skilled employees and 4th position on pupil-to-teacher ratio in primary education. The Norwegian education system is based on the principle that everyone should be able to get an education regardless of their social background. The public education system is one of the best and most popular in Europe. Everyone between the ages of 6 to 16 must attend school in Norway. All public education is free in Norway for both Norwegian and international students. Sweden. Sweden offers the 7th best educational system in the world with 84.2 points. It ranks 1st position for digital skills among population and 6th for critical thinking in teaching. The Swedish Education Act states that all children and young people are to have equal access to education regardless of gender, where they live, or social or economic factors. The whole system is less target-driven and more child-centered. The Netherlands. The Netherlands ranked 6th position for country with the best educational system in the world with 84.5 score. It ranks 3rd place on quality of vocational training as well as skill sets of graduates, and 4th on digital skills among population. Research has shown that play and exercise are vital to children's growth and school performance. Dutch schools typically don't give much homework until secondary level, which gives them time from daily exercise. Education in Netherlands is free for primary and secondary schools. Denmark. Denmark ranks 5th position for best education system in the world with 84.9 points out of 100. It is the 2nd best for critical thinking in teaching and 5th for quality of vocational training. Almost all educational institutes in Denmark are free of charge for Danish citizens and permanent residents. Education in Denmark is compulsory for children below the age of 15 or 16. Germany. Germany ranks 4th position for best education system in the world with 85.4 points. It ranks 2nd for mean years of schooling and 7th on skill set of graduates. The responsibility for the education system in Germany lies primarily with the states, while the federal government plays a minor role. School attendance is compulsory from age 6 to 10 years. The system varies throughout Germany because each state decides its own educational policies. German public education makes it possible for qualified kids to study up to the university level, regardless of their family's financial status. And for the best 3 educational systems in the world. United States. The United States educational system ranks the 3rd best in the world. It ranks 1st position on critical thinking and teaching and ease of finding skilled employees, 2nd position on digital skills among population, skill set of graduates, quality of vocational training, and extent of staff training. While there are mixed debates about the quality of education in the United States, it still stands as one of the best in the world. Switzerland. Switzerland has the 2nd best education system in the world. It holds the 1st position on extent of staff training, quality of vocational training, and skill set of graduates, and 3rd on critical thinking in teaching. Education in Switzerland is a largely decentralized system. Their system relies almost entirely on public fund. Just 5% of children attend private schools. The rest go to the public schools. Lessons are taught in different languages, including German, French, and Italian, depending on the region of Switzerland. And the best education in the world is found in Finland. Finland ranks first on mean years of schooling, third on digital skills among population, and fourth on critical thinking in teaching and skill set of graduates. Finnish education system functions on well-paid teachers, plenty of recess time, less emphasis on homework and tests, and free public education all the way to the university. Finland is one of the few nations in the world where its citizens receive higher education completely free. Hopefully, governments of other countries can study and learn from what has made this nation's education system work for them. And I hope you learned something from this video. God bless and keep safe.